Hi. I'm all fancied up because I have an interview in a couple hours online to teach kids English in China. I wish I'd heard about it when I was able-bodied because it's part-time and $2,000 a month, and I could have easily worked 12 hours a day then. And $2,000 a month would have been excellent. It was more than I was making at my full-time jobs. But now it's too much for Medicaid, and I need the insurance more than I need the money, and I don't think I can work 4 hours a day. So I'll take the interview, but then I saw something else teaching for $650 a month that pays like $650, and you teach like an hour and a half a day. I think I could do that. I'd still rather go back to college since I spent 15 years trying to teach there. It still feels like kind of a rip. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you a Marty story. When I was living with my parents in grad school, there was a huge hole in their fence, and everyone in that neighborhood loved my dog. After my mission, I was like really socially awkward because that's just how it is. I couldn't even speak English. I hadn't for a year and a half. Well, that's not true. I spoke English all the time. Both my French and my English sucked. So, I was complaining to a friend that I used to have tons of friends, and now, of course, everyone had moved on with their lives, and I had gone on a mission and lived in a different country for a year and a half, and I didn't really have any friends left. And then there was a knock on the door, and she's like, "There's someone else now." And of course I'm here, and I opened the door, and it was this little 7-year-old, and he was like, "Is Marty home? Can I play with her?" And I was like, my dog has more friends than I do. And then, like 10 years later, or however, because she lived to be a really old dog, like ridiculously old, when I was in grad school, I was living with my parents again, and there was a giant hole in the fence, and I saw this little girl sitting in a tree on the other side, and she said hi to Marty, and I was like, "Oh, you know this dog?" And she's like, "Yeah." Everyone in that neighborhood knew that dog. I lost my phone on Halloween, and there's a picture of her as my screensaver, and so my mother got a phone call when she was in St. Louis asking if her daughter had lost her phone. Not that anyone knew my name, but everyone knew that was my dog. So anyway, and the little girl was like, "Yeah, I take her through this hole every day and bring her to my house, and we play all day long, and then I bring her back before you come home from work." And I was like, oh. Part of me is like, what the hell, dude? You can't steal my dog while I'm at work. But apparently you can, because you're doing it, and you're taking care of her. What the hell, dude? You can't steal my dog while I'm at work. But you're doing it.